What's going on, y'all? Henny Jenny here. I decided I want to make a video just reloading, my magazines and talking for a little bit. Today we have the Federal Premium Law Enforcement 147 grain. I was told not to use this in a ported firearm just because it is softer shooting. You don't want to risk, your gases not putting enough pressure to, move up and out. But we're going to run it anyways. And we're going to test it. Not in this video, just because I have not signed up for, the local gun range just yet. You have to be a member of the NRA, and that's just beyond me right now. I have not even settled into basically like my living conditions in a way. Like, I know ever since I've been making these videos, I've been in one spot. But now that we are properly selling the house, I have to move to a new spot to bring my dog with us. So I've already loaded up the, I almost said the Ruger. This is the magazine for the Walther P22. It holds 10 rounds, and I've got some hollow point for, target practice environment. Just in there. My wife actually has the firearm in a different state, for her protection. Absolutely. I didn't even realize it, but while I was there, I packed her Smith & Wesson Equalizer by accident because we were going to go to the range, and then we didn't, and I took off with it. But let's go ahead and unpackage these. But I like to cycle through my ammo. If I showed you what the old ammo looked like, you'd be like, yeah, looks kind of dingy. You know what I mean? Mama Jumma. If I could get it open, that would be nice. There we go. But stuff is super shiny. Look at that. That is a Buck A if you've ever seen one. That's mesmerizing. And I'm also wearing gloves. Not for any criminal intent, but, if you can protect yourself from fingerprints on your self-defense ammo, it's good to go. So, hollow points, we'll start off with, let's load up PDP first. No, let's load up the season. Let's load up the P10. So I always do one in the head. Drop that in there. God, that looks gorgeous. Go ahead and let it loose. Take it out. This is a mag extender. It does say 15 on here, but it actually holds 17. So let's go ahead and get 17 in here. 2, 3, 4. Try to hold as many as you can. 5, 6, and it's not easy with gloves. It's not fun either. Shoot. And these gloves are a little big too. But like I said, I'm just refreshing my ammo right now. Excuse me. That was rough. But figured I'd kind of update you guys too. Let me fix this first. Figured I'd update you guys. So basically, I moved up to where I am now for work because the place I was working at shut down, but within the same company, I was asked if I could move up here. That's the first 6. So I took the opportunity. I am currently in a totally new state, and it's been fun so far. It hasn't been anything complicated. It's just a matter of the state I live in. It is a good ways away. Let's say that so that I don't discourage myself any longer. But with that, why am I breathing so hard? Dear Jesus. Hold on. Let me catch my breath real quick. Jesus Christ. It's this dang mask. The heat is turned off or whatever, but all right, that's 9. I moved up here with work and I got myself into an apartment for $525 a month. Hold on, this keeps changing. For $525 a month. That's not bad at all. So we had a friend staying at our place back home, and you know, they were taking care of things for us. They were taking care of our dogs because we couldn't bring our dog up just yet. There's like no places around here that are like really pet friendly, which is stupid. And also we were saving money by, you know, choosing the kind of like the rinky dink instead of trying to go all out and we're balling or whatever with the 15, 16, 17. Okay, with like a really expensive apartment. Because that's not my style in the first place. I'm not the type to just, you know, I gotta have the best of the best when it comes to living. I gotta have the best of the best when it comes to firearms, but not like, you know, crazy living situations or anything like that. I'm dropping all of this ammo because of these dang gloves. But separate from that, we're finally in the process of closing on the home. We've got about a couple days left with that, and once we're done with all of that, I'm using the magazine loader, fuck this, but once we're done with all that, then we no longer have a home payment, which I'm very grateful for. And with no home payment means we can put more effort into the things here. CZ's loaded, put it inside of the holster. But yeah, so basically, with not having, you know, like a house payment, we're basically set to go. You know, we can make better financial decisions. We can make better decisions in general. We can save a lot more. We can hold on to more. I'm actually really grateful for that. So we also, in all of that, had to start renting a new place. So that was actually confirmed today. So the takeaway of all of this is, you know, you gotta find yourself, you know, whether it be right place, wrong time, or wrong time, wrong place, or whatever, you gotta be able to make it work. And as of right now, my big thing is trying to make it work. It's trying to figure out all of this stuff, and it's the reason why I've been so out of, you know, not necessarily the gun community, but when it comes to firearms in general, like making videos, I've been so out of it because I've been so stressed. I've been worried about a lot of things, you know, just well, I wouldn't even say worried is the word. I'm just trying to figure this shit out, man. I'm gonna be honest. I'm just trying to figure out what I'm supposed to be doing, how I'm supposed to be doing it, and what to do next. This isn't something that I haven't done before. I've moved before. I've moved multiple times. Like as an adult, I have moved multiple times. So I'm not too far from, you know, knowing how to handle these situations. Second P10 mag is done. We'll start off with the Walter. So I've handled these situations before. I'm not gonna say I'm well versed in it, but I know enough. And the concern is that, like, ultimately, I just want to make sure that everything is done correctly. I want to make sure I finish the job and I finish it strong. I want to make sure I don't have the concerns of, you know, like basically, any financial struggles or anything that could be bringing us down. You know, I do this for both myself, but my wife as well. Like, I don't have a choice. I married her. I made that decision. And it's not like she's bad or anything like that. It's just a matter of the reason I do what I do is for myself and my wife. My wife does come first, though. And obviously God, if that's, you know, not the first thing that came to mind, you know, for you. But it's God, you know, myself. And I put myself above my wife because if I don't do it for me, then she won't have anyone doing it for her either. you know, outside of herself. And she doesn't work right now, which is perfectly fine. I don't need her working. She doesn't have to work. That's what makes me happy about, you know, what I do is through all of the things that I have going on, my wife at the end of the day doesn't need to work. It's not a necessity. What is a necessity is that I keep doing what I'm doing. I keep up with myself and I take care of business, which is at the end of the day, that's what matters. So let me get this last round into the PDP. Come on, buddy. Come on, sweet lady. Okay, why are you so complicated? I've actually seen that with this magazine loader. It doesn't seem to want to get that last round in the PDP. But just don't pull the trigger, twin. And it's good to go. PDP loaded. The P10C loaded. Second mag for the PDP though. And then I'll have enough for, and I've got 4 magazines for the equalizer. It came with the 10, 13, and 15, and I bought a second 15. So I've got 4 magazines. I've got the 15 in there right now. The 10 sits flush, kind of like the PDP does. The 13 looks a little thicker. 15 looks the thickest. So it's just a matter of, you know, like I actually, this go around, didn't buy enough ammo to load up every single magazine. My wife has all of the magazines for the equalizer. And because the Nocturne is out of commission right now, I have not, I don't plan to put any ammo inside of it. Now, I did pull all of the ammo out of it that I had in there and all of the magazines for it. But outside of that, it's just a matter of, you know, oh, and that makes me think, should I make another video cleaning up all the ammo and like, you know, make a video racking ammo and cycling it through the Nocturne? I know I should do a shooting video itself, but it's just the idea that like it'd be funny if, you know, I do another cleanup video, you know, like it'll be clean up after yourself part 2. I think that would actually be kind of funny, but this time it'll be a lot more because I've got 2 magazines for the PDP, 2 magazines for the P10C, and 2 magazines for the Nocturne itself. So, and there's that problem again, where, you know, if you can see, I'm at 14 rounds. Got the magazine loader. This is my 15th. I already knew that. Put it on, pull it back, push it down, and the bullet does not go in. But if you just put it in, it's a totally different story, and it just goes. So now I've got both magazines for the PDP filled. I'm going to fill the magazine for the equalizer. I won't do the one for the Nocturne just because of the issue that I'm having with it. But the equalizer itself, I'll go ahead and fill that up. Let's throw one in the chamber. I freaking love this gun. I truly do. Let's see, that's the right one. Yeah, that's the right holster. We the People holsters. If there was a channel sponsor that I could have, it would be them, because I wear their belt every day. Use their holsters all the time. The leather holsters, the Kydex holster is my favorite. I mean, if I could just, I don't know, give me something to review. Let's do that. We the People. I'm on you. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and throw some ammo inside of this equalizer, because the equalizer is a really good gun. Let's be honest, like, oh, also the PDP came with a magazine loader. Maybe that's why this one doesn't work. Maybe it came with one. But yeah, so what was I saying? The equalizer is a really great gun. I think it is smooth. It is easy to rack. It's it has a grip safety, so it does have a safety. The main issue that I have with it is how slim it is, but at the same time, my wife loves that part. My wife genuinely enjoys the fact that it is a slimmer build, and it fits so comfortably inside of her hands. So, you know, they say size matters. It doesn't matter. Size doesn't necessarily matter. Size is just what you make of it. So remember that, fellas. Remember that. You don't have to worry about anything else as long as you make it what you want it to be. And that's wise words from Henny Jenny. Speaking of, someone the other night was asking me, hey, have you thought about doing stand-up comedy? And I told them, yeah, I've considered it. You know, just, I make myself laugh, let's be honest. But at the same time, I don't want there to be a point in time where I actually like let it get to my head, because if one person laughs, I expect everyone to laugh because it was funny, and we all know it was funny. But at the same time, I don't want it to be too funny. I don't want to be the only guy laughing in the room. So instead of killing my ego dealing with, you know, whether or not someone is laughing, equalizer locked in. So equalizer is full. The PDP is full. And the P10C is full. But if you guys ever think that I'm a little bit funny, let me know. I'd like to actually hear, you know, a little bit of feedback, and maybe I'll start telling. No, hold on. I'm not going to tell jokes. I refuse to tell jokes. That's weird. But I would, you know, consider it's like being a little more open, a little more funny in comparison to like how serious the videos feel in a way. Yeah, that's all I got. I hope that you guys really enjoyed. I know I did. I genuinely enjoyed myself just sitting here talking to you guys like how do you say, a schizophrenic. Separate from that. Talk to you guys soon. Later.